All right, what's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be talking about Shou's remarks regarding his testification against Congress, his congressional hearing based on I guess overall allegations that TikTok is basically malware that is spying on users and collecting data and sending that data over to the CCP. So I'm just going to get right into it. So these are just my thoughts, my comments. Overall, I think that Shou did a really great job presenting and answering uh, questions from fellow congressmen based on the highlights that I've seen. I haven't seen the whole thing. And overall, it looked like he kept his composure really well, really solid. Definitely the average person wouldn't be able to remain as calm and composed and even as patient as him. Like I even saw some of the congressmen, congresswomen asking various types of questions and just interrupting him and just asking him trivial questions, and for him to be able to be so patient in answering those questions and not showing any signs of weakness, really not like sweating or not uh, profusely sweating, not presenting any type of anxiety, not face flushing, like handled that situation very well. I give him immense props as a person, as a CEO, definitely capable. Uh, Generally, his answers were presented pretty well. I mean, um, I think given current American sentiment regarding TikTok and regarding TikTok's collection of data, I think that it's pretty safe to say that a lot of people see TikTok as software that collects data and sends it back to the CCP, which is pretty much the general consensus. If I talk to a lot of my friends, that they'll say that, oh yeah, it's spyware. I don't want that on my phone or something like that. But some of the questions that Shao was asked, given things like storing of physical data. So they were asking about the filters that TikTok has. TikTok needs to use a specific facial recognition software to be able to detect their eyeballs and apply the associated effects. But he's saying that they don't. Apart from that, they don't store physical user data associated with any account, which was actually very believable. I'm not 100% sure what's the case. What was presented was still too little to really make a sure judgment, but um, just he did a very great job regarding his testimonial against Congress. Just answering questions very well, kept his composure. Uh, I was surprised at how well and eloquently he spoke. It definitely takes a lot to be able to do that, and even through my lens is basically that I see TikTok as malware. Potentially, it's like, oh, TikTok is just spying on you. So the way that he answered that very well, and he does make it seem like he cares about users' data. He cares about user experience, cares about safety, and he seems um, based. Seemingly based that TikTok is you know looking out for users' best interests from an American standpoint, from I guess any standpoint globally. So I thought it was really interesting to see. Um, I think he did very well. I think he was very patient. I cannot imagine having that sort of patience, even even after listening to some of the congressmen and congresswomen ask questions and then just constant interrupting and bickering. I could not imagine being as patient as he was. So, I mean, I imagine he was, been trained these how to answer these questions over and over and over again. So he was feeling pretty calm, pretty cool, pretty confident about the situation that he was in. And this is just the one little side note, but my impression, generally speaking, regarding CEOs, the better looking they are, the more that um, they're kind of there to present unfavorable news to the public. So that's I don't know. That's just some information that I've come across, and I use that kind of like as a decision making guideline. Like is how public is the CEO, and are they good looking? Are they not good looking? Because that definitely ties into specific effects like the horn effect or the halo effect and how they seem to be perceived. Overall, it's pretty safe to say he's a pretty good looking male. just purely just analyzing it from physical feature, that kind of thing. And along with that, he's just very, very capable. He understands the company, he understands the software, he understands the tools that go behind the specific software that is aimed to drive user and customer experience. So it's really very interesting to see. We're gonna see how this unfolds, but I think a lot of this is just based on the fact that TikTok is owned by ByteDance, which is basically a Chinese company, and basically this kind of just takes money away from the United States. So the banning of TikTok would mean more focus on platforms such as Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, more American established companies, which would mean more revenue for American companies. Always, 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 I feel like money is the incentive. It's money is what makes the world go round, and you know those in power are going to do whatever it can to be able to get money so that they can further, express their influence or whatever it is, which I think is pretty normal. Those are just some of my quick thoughts. So let me know if you agree or disagree, or if I was kind of rambling on, which I feel like I kind of was. But I hope you understand my point, and I hope that you understand the lens that I am presenting this in. So thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later.